So Nigerian musician Patoranking will be performing at the World Cup. I'm going to give you details of that. And also, Ghana technical advisor Hughton granted an interview and he spoke about a lot of things. Today, we're going to break down his interview and break it down into 3 sections. And also talk about Joseph Edu, who scored his first goal for his club side, Celta Vigo, when they played against Getafe in a 1-1 draw. We're going to talk about him and any other thing as far as football is concerned. It was the first time he plays and plays again. Hit on the subscription button and be part of this community. Without wasting my time, let's get straight into today's video. So it is very obvious that the people around the World Cup, which is Qatar and FIFA, thought maybe Nigeria will be beating Ghana, and it is obvious that they've built the competition around Nigeria and how they can make the tournament fit them very more. And the evident one among them is when they just confirmed that Nigerian musician Patoranking will be performing at the World Cup. So it is confirmed that Patoranking will be performing at the FIFA Fan Festival. And the FIFA Fan Festival is a non-ticket open event which takes place at the Abidal Park during the 29 days of the World Cup. It will start from 20th November and end on 18th December 2022. Patoranking will be performing alongside other performers like DJ SL, James from France, Miami Band, and then Julian Marley and the Uprising Band. So the organizers of the World Cup, which is Qatar and the Supreme Legacy, will be announcing a lot of other performers. But the Nigerian happens to be the only African as of now that have been confirmed that he will be performing at the World Cup. So what this means is that apart from the World Cup itself, I'm talking about the game that will be happening, Qatar are trying everything possible to provide other major events and entertainment centers for fans to enjoy. One among them is the Fan Festival. The Fan Festival or the Fan Park will be a park or a platform or a place where fans will gather and watch football games and also have a lot of entertainment. So we're going to have a lot of performers, a lot of musicians, artists come in and perform. And the organizers have announced and confirmed Patoranking as one of the performers. Truth is that there will be a lot of musicians that are going to perform, a lot of musicians that they are yet going to confirm, and maybe, fingers crossed, if you're Ghanaian, maybe there will be another Ghanaian. Maybe there will be another Ghanaian in there. Let's hope and see, because at least there's black stars in this World Cup. Nigeria didn't qualify, but they are in. Patoranking is going to represent. If that happens, cool, we're going to enjoy Patoranking's music. No kissing, baby. Ooh, no touching, baby. By far, one of my favorite songs, and I think he did a collaboration with a Ghanaian. So let's see. Maybe he can pull up on the up on show or something else might happen. Apart from that, let's talk about Hughton. I said we want to talk about Hughton. He granted an interview with the Daily Mail, and I think it's an interview that talks about everything. And we're going to break it down into 3 sections. So the first one, he talked about people lowering our expectations as Ghanaians because our team is not good enough. And let's hear what he said. He said, in my conversation with people, I encourage them not to get too carried away. But this is the World Cup. The federation will be expecting us to do well. So will the country. It's a cup competition and we have to be confident. Obviously, he's trying to let you know that lower your expectations in the first part. You can't put a lot of pressure on the Black Stars team because we are not at that top level yet. The next one, he talked about the confidence. That is what Ghana can do. You know, and he said it's a cup game. Let's break it down. He said the work Otto and the technical staff have put in, this team will be very well prepared and the players will give everything. We will have to play well and we will need a bit of luck. But we've seen in the past tournaments that anything is possible for a country like ours, and it's very true. When Ghana qualified in 2006, we managed to qualify out of a group that nobody gave us a chance. And he's talking about that in as much as we don't have enough quality or we are not highly ranked going into this competition, we need to be confident, and the technical team are putting in a lot of work to the level that they can compete with anybody or any club or any country, I should say, that comes in. And then the last one, he talked about how difficult the tournament might be. He said, it is difficult in a way. I'm confident in the squad and the coaching staff, but parts of my role should also be realistic, not to dampen expectations, but to speak honestly. We are where we are, the lowest seeded team in group of 4, and it's a tough group. You get it now. So in the first place, he talked about people lowering expectations because we are still not a world real side. We are not at that level. But he acknowledged the fact that Ghanaians and the FA will be expecting them to win this game and qualify and do well. And then he talked about being confident in cup games because everything can happen. And that is why he talked about the luck. At that point, he also admits that Ghana as a country going into the quarterfinals of the World Cup, just a penalty away of going to the semi-finals in a competition that nobody gave us a chance in 2010. You could clearly tell that Ghana, when it comes to competitions like that, we've done this before. He said that. And then he went ahead to round it up by saying that it will be difficult. Yes, it's true. Because we are the least ranked team in our group. Even the least ranked team going into the World Cup, 61st, we rank 61. Literally tells you that everybody going to the World Cup, we are the least ranked. And that means that it is going to be difficult realistically. And he said, apart from his job being a technical advisor and speaking with the teams, his other job is to be realistic and look at the factors around and how Ghana can qualify. That is very true, he said. And I think I love his interview, man. I love it. If you break it down and you analyze it very well, he's talked about what people expect from us and how we should also lower expectations. He talked about how Ghana can surprise everybody because it's a tournament, anybody, you have to be confident. And then talked about the fact that we are also not up there because we are the lowest ranked team. And it's very true. Pretty much true, yes. Let's wrap up with one last story, which is about Joseph Edu. So Joseph Edu has scored his first goal, and you might not believe it, that the player in so many years with Celta Vigo and playing in Spain managed to score his first goal. He took 39 shots attempts in 3 years at goal. And today happened to be the 24th of October, he managed to score his first goal. He's one of the players that a lot of people believe that he needs to be given a lot of chance in the national team. He has not been seen much in the national team, but whenever he travels to Spain, he performs very well. Today he scored his first goal for his club side, meaning that Ghanaian players are really performing well in their club side, and if Otuado can put them together very well, it is going to be a good news. So in today's edition, we talked about Patoranking performing at the World Cup, which is a very big win for Africa for that matter, in as much as Nigeria that will be going to the World Cup. Nigeria, that's their people are there, will not be at the World Cup, and we don't know what the number of Nigerians that will be at the World Cup. It will be exciting to have another Ghanaian also perform, but Patoranking will be performing. His performance will be on 28th November, which is very good, and I'm sure a lot of Africans at the World Cup will enjoy his performance. But also, mind you that other performance will be announced, so maybe we can have a Ghanaian also perform. Other conversation is around Chris Hughton. We broke down Chris Hughton's interview that he did and what he thinks that how he thinks Ghana can perform at the World Cup. And then we talked about Celta Vigo and Joseph Edu scoring his first goal in 3 years. If you love what we do, please hit on the subscription button and let's build this community together. But until we meet again, my name is Delali Frank. Bye-bye for now.